Have you ever noticed how some people seem genuinely content with less? They're not minimalists by trend or ideology. They're not performing simplicity for social media. They actually prefer it. They wake up in a clean, uncluttered bedroom with just the essentials, and they feel at peace. Their kitchen counters are empty, their closets are small, their lives take up less space, and somehow they seem happier for it. What's going on in the minds of these people? Why do some of us crave simplicity while others accumulate endlessly? The psychology of people who love simplicity reveals something profound about human nature, stress, and what we actually need to thrive. First, let's understand that simplicity isn't poverty. It's not deprivation. People who love simplicity typically have the means to own more. They choose not to. This choice is driven by several interconnected psychological factors. One of the most powerful is cognitive load reduction. Your brain processes thousands of pieces of information every single day. Every object in your environment, every notification, every choice demands a tiny bit of mental energy. When you're surrounded by clutter, your brain never gets a break. It's constantly cataloging, organizing, and processing visual information. People who love simplicity intuitively understand this. They know that fewer objects mean fewer decisions. Fewer decisions mean less mental fatigue. That's why they keep their homes sparse. A minimalist bedroom with a single nightstand and clean walls feels restful because it literally requires less cognitive effort to process. Your brain can relax. This connects directly to decision fatigue, a well-documented psychological phenomenon. Studies show that the more choices you face, the worse your decision-making becomes. By the end of a day filled with decisions, your willpower depletes. People who love simplicity create environments that reduce decision points. A capsule wardrobe with 10 items instead of 100 means getting dressed requires almost no mental energy. That mental energy is preserved for things that actually matter. There's also a strong connection to anxiety and control. In an uncertain world, simplicity feels like control. When you can see everything you own, when your space is organized and minimal, you create an illusion of order that actually translates into real psychological comfort. Your nervous system doesn't have to be on high alert. There's nothing hidden, nothing chaotic, nothing demanding attention. This is why meditation spaces in minimalist homes feature just a cushion on clean flooring. The simplicity isn't aesthetic, it's functional. It calms the nervous system. People who love simplicity often report lower baseline anxiety levels. Another layer is intentionality. Simplicity forces you to be deliberate. You can't accumulate by default. Every item in your space is there because you chose it. This creates a psychological sense of agency and purpose. You're not living by default or by social pressure. You're living by choice. That sense of agency is deeply satisfying to the human psyche. It's connected to autonomy, one of the 3 core psychological needs identified by self-determination theory. People who feel they're living intentionally, rather than being swept along by circumstance, report higher life satisfaction and well-being. There's also the pleasure principle at work, but inverted. While consumerism promises pleasure through accumulation, people who love simplicity find pleasure in subtraction. They experience genuine satisfaction from removing something unnecessary. It feels like progress. It feels like cleaning, like making space, like breathing. This is the opposite of the sunk cost fallacy that keeps many of us holding on to things we don't use. Simplicity lovers have somehow bypassed that cognitive trap. They recognize that owning something you don't want is a cost, not a benefit. There's a freedom in that recognition. If you like this kind of content, please hit the like button. It helps us create more insights into the psychology behind the ways we live. Neurologically, people who love simplicity seem to have different responses to visual stimuli. Brain imaging studies suggest that people with minimalist preferences show less activation in reward centers when exposed to excessive visual stimuli. They're not wired to find pleasure in clutter. Their brains actually find it slightly aversive. This isn't a character flaw or a personality disorder. It's just a different neurological profile. Some people are sensory processors who need less input to feel satisfied. Others need constant novelty and stimulation. Neither is wrong. They're just different. There's also a values component. People who love simplicity often report that their core values have shifted away from materialism. They might value experiences over possessions, relationships over status symbols, or personal growth over external validation. Psychology calls this a values shift, and it's usually driven by either a conscious awakening or a life event that forces recalibration. Someone loses a job, goes through a breakup, moves countries, or simply reads a book that changes their perspective. Suddenly, the accumulation treadmill seems pointless. The expensive things seem heavy. The simple things seem precious. This is a real psychological reorganization, not just a surface preference. Finally, there's the element of identity and meaning-making. For many people who love simplicity, minimalism becomes part of their identity. It's not just what they do, it's who they are. And that matters psychologically. When behavior aligns with identity, it becomes self-reinforcing. You're not struggling to maintain simplicity because it's you. It's not a diet you're on, it's who you are. This is why people who love simplicity rarely backslide. The psychology isn't about restriction, it's about alignment. So what does this mean for the rest of us? You don't have to become a minimalist to benefit from these insights. You can reduce decision fatigue by creating simple routines. You can lower anxiety by organizing one room in your home. You can experience the pleasure of subtraction by removing just one category of clutter. You can begin making more intentional choices about what you bring into your life. The psychology of simplicity suggests that less isn't just less. It's often more of what actually matters: clarity, calm, choice, and peace. If you found this perspective valuable, please like the video and subscribe for more explorations into how our minds work. And I'd love to know from you, what's one area of your life where you've experienced the benefits of simplicity? Was it intentional, or did it happen by accident? Share your thoughts in the comments below.